Revolving light breaking news. Belarusian cargo aircraft line up in Tehran, a new Middle East shockwave. Revolving light. Global attention has been captured by flight tracking data. Over the last 48 hours, 5 large Belarusian Il-76 military cargo aircraft have landed in Tehran, triggering widespread speculation. Magnifying glass, what's really happening? According to multiple sources, these aircraft may be transporting advanced military equipment from Russia and China to Iran, at a time when regional tensions are at their highest point. Warning: key questions. Are Moscow, Minsk, and Tehran forming a new defense alliance? Could this logistics network undermine global sanctions? What impact will this have on Middle Eastern stability? These silent flights may be the prelude to a major geopolitical storm. Moscow, Minsk, Tehran, Beijing, an emerging strategic defense bloc. In recent months, a new military and strategic alignment has begun to take shape, centered around Russia, China, Iran, and Belarus. 1. Belarus-Iran military cooperation. The sudden surge of Belarusian Il-76 cargo flights into Tehran has alarmed global defense analysts. Covert transfers. Reports suggest these flights are carrying advanced Russian weapons, possibly including S-400 Triumph air defense systems, components for Su-35 fighter jets. Unrestricted cooperation. Iran's vice president recently announced plans to expand unrestricted military and industrial cooperation with Belarus. 2. Naval power projection. Exercise Mosey 3. In January 2026, Russia, China, and Iran are conducting joint naval exercises off the coast of South Africa, officially named Security Bond 2026. For the first time, Iran is participating as a full operational partner. These drills highlight how BRICS nations are evolving from economic partners into military collaborators. Trump and Netanyahu, preparing for a potential strike on Iran. While Iran strengthens its defenses, Washington and Tel Aviv are openly discussing major military options. 1. Round 2. Preparations. Recent meetings between U.S. President Donald Trump and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu reportedly focused on a second wave of strikes on Iran, targeting nuclear infrastructure. Nuclear focus. Israel claims Iran is rebuilding its nuclear program, prompting talk of a large-scale military operation by mid-2026. Trump's warning. Trump has stated bluntly, if Iran attempts to build nuclear weapons, we will destroy it again. 2. Escalation and red lines. Trump's comments on Iranian protests in January 2026 further inflamed tensions. Locked and loaded. Trump warned via social media that if Iran suppresses protests violently, the U.S. military is locked and loaded. Iran's response. Tehran labeled this a red line, warning that any U.S. intervention would result in retaliatory strikes on U.S. bases across the region. 3. Military balance and regional consequences. Defense analysts agree, any conflict between Israel, the U.S., and Iran would reshape the entire Middle East. June 2025 conflict reminder. In June 2025, U.S. and Israeli forces struck Iranian nuclear facilities at Fordo, Natanz, Isfahan. Netanyahu now insists Iran is repairing the damage, making another strike inevitable. Iran's game changers. S-400 and Su-35. Iran is reportedly in the final stages of acquiring 2 of Russia's most powerful systems. 1. S-400 Triumph air defense system. One of the world's most advanced layered air defense systems. Range: up to 400 kilometers. Altitude: up to 30 kilometers. Target tracking: 300 targets simultaneously. Engagement: 36 to 80 targets at once. Stealth detection: capable of detecting F-35 class aircraft. Mobility: combat ready within 5 to 10 minutes. 2. Su-35 Flanker E fighter jet. Iran's air force still relies on decades-old F-14s. Su-35s would represent a generational leap. Supermaneuverability via thrust. Vectoring. Irbis E radar. Detects targets up to 400 kilometers. Weapons load: 8 tons R-77, R-73 missiles. Speed: Mach 2.25, approximately 2,400 kilometers per hour. Range: 3,600 kilometers without refueling. Strategic impact. Aspect. Details. Urgency. Israeli strikes in 2024 and 2025 exposed Iran's air defense gaps. Deployment. Special hangars reportedly prepared at Nojay Air Base, Hamadan. Advantage. Israeli strikes on Natanz and Fordo become extremely costly. Deal. $6+ billion agreement, deliveries expected by mid-2026. Air war scenario. F-35 vs Su-35. F-35. Stealth, superior sensors, first see, first kill. Su-35. Speed, agility, raw power. Analysts call the F-35 a silent hunter, and the Su-35 a noisy gladiator. Missile defense. Israel-US. Multi-layered shield. Israel. Iron Dome, short range. David Sling, medium range. Arrow 2 ARROW-3 ballistic missiles. Iron Beam laser system operational since December 2025. United States. THAAD. Patriot Systems. Iron Beam, the laser revolution. Power, 100 kilowatts high-energy laser. Cost, $2 per shot vs $50,000 interceptor missiles. Unlimited ammo as long as electricity is available. Silent, instantaneous, and deadly against drones and rockets. Can Iran counter lasers? Iran has experimented with reflective missile coatings, but experts agree. Modern high-power lasers burn through such defenses in milliseconds. A new era of warfare. If war erupts in 2026, it may become the first conflict where missiles are defeated by light itself. Pakistan's silent progress. Pakistan follows a doctrine of cost-effective defense. NESCOM and AWC working on laser tech. Laser-guided weapons already operational. Anti-drone laser prototypes under development. Close cooperation with China. China, the laser powerhouse. Silent hunter used by Saudi Arabia. LW-30 mobile laser systems. Capable of melting steel at 1,000 meters. India, Project Durga-2. India's DRDO is developing a 100 kilowatts laser weapon, but analysts say it remains years behind China and Israel. Pakistan's Shahpar-3 drone, a strategic asset. Payload, 1,600 kilograms. Endurance, 30 to 40 hours. Ceiling, 35,000 feet. Satellite control, thousands of kilometers range. Counter-defense strategy, swarm drone operations, electronic warfare and radar jamming. Precision laser-guided strikes. Final assessment. The world is dividing into two major blocks. Russia, China, Iran, Belarus. United States, Israel and allies. Technology still favors the US and Israel, but Iran's acquisition of S-400 and Su-35 would dramatically raise the cost of any attack. Meanwhile, Pakistan is quietly positioning itself as a future leader in drone-centric and laser-assisted warfare, proving it is no longer just a buyer, but a builder of advanced defense systems.